Hello, rooted ones. Today, we're diving into a topic that's at the heart of almost every business deal, service, and transaction: contracts. Whether you're buying a car, starting a business, or even agreeing to terms online, contracts are everywhere. Let's break them down to understand what they are, how they work, and why they're so important. What is a contract? A contract is a legally enforceable agreement between two or more parties. It's a promise or set of promises that the law will hold you accountable for if you fail to follow through. Example, if you hire someone to paint your house for $1,000, you've just entered into a contract. The painter promises to deliver the work and you promise to pay them. Contracts are essential because they create clarity, accountability, and trust between parties. How are contracts formed? For a contract to be valid, three key elements must be present. Offer: one party proposes a deal. The terms must be clear, definite, and communicated. Example: a contractor offers to build a deck for $5,000. Acceptance: the other party agrees to the offer as presented. Acceptance can be verbal, written, or implied through actions. Example: you say, "Yes, I agree," or sign the contractor's proposal. Consideration: this is the value exchange between the parties. It can be money, goods, services, or a promise to do or not do something. Example: you pay $5,000 and the contractor agrees to build the deck. Without these three elements, there's no enforceable contract. Types of contracts. Contracts come in different forms, and it's important to know the distinctions. Express contracts: clearly stated terms either orally or in writing. Example: a signed lease agreement for an apartment. Implied contracts: created by actions or circumstances rather than explicit terms. Example: when you order food at a restaurant, it's implied that you'll pay for the meal. Unilateral versus bilateral contracts. Unilateral: one party makes a promise that the other can accept by performing an action. Example: a reward poster for finding a lost dog. Bilateral: both parties make promises to each other. Example: you promise to pay for a product and the seller promises to deliver it. What makes contracts legally enforceable? Even with an offer, acceptance, and consideration, certain defenses can make a contract unenforceable. These include fraud: if one party intentionally deceives the other. Example: selling a car while lying about its accident history. Duress: if one party is forced or pressured into agreeing. Illegality: if the contract involves something unlawful. Example: a contract to sell stolen goods isn't enforceable. Capacity: if one party lacks the mental or legal ability to agree. Example: minors or people under the influence of drugs. The law protects parties in these situations to ensure fairness. When do contracts need to be in writing? Some contracts must be in writing to be enforceable under the statute of frauds. These include agreements involving real estate, contracts that take longer than 1 year to complete, promises to pay someone else's debt. If these types of contracts aren't in writing, they might not hold up in court. What happens when contracts are breached? A breach of contract occurs when one party fails to fulfill their obligations. When this happens, the other party can seek remedies, such as compensatory damages, money to cover losses caused by the breach. Example: if the contractor doesn't finish your deck, you can recover the cost of hiring someone else to complete it. Specific performance: a court order requiring the breaching party to fulfill their promise. Example: forcing a seller to deliver a unique piece of art they agreed to sell. Rescission: canceling the contract and returning both parties to their original positions. These remedies ensure fairness and accountability. Contracts are the backbone of trust in business and personal relationships. They provide clarity by defining each party's rights and responsibilities, reduce misunderstandings by setting clear expectations, offer legal protection if something goes wrong, whether you're signing a lease, hiring a service, or starting a partnership. Understanding contracts helps you protect yourself and your interests. Contracts aren't just legal documents, they're tools for building trust, protecting relationships, and ensuring fairness. By understanding how they work, you can navigate agreements with confidence and avoid costly mistakes. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more practical insights. Stay rooted, stay informed, and keep growing.